And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Illusions of Gaia. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and it's time to get weird. And I mean weird in, like, this is going to be kind of awkward kind of way. One of the more controversial things that happened in this game, and when I saw it happen as a kid, I was impressed, actually, that Nintendo had the balls to do this, because Nintendo doesn't usually have balls when it comes to the things they do. So, this is what we're doing. We're waiting for, I think it's here. If it's not, it's on the pad. It's on the pad above us. It's one of these two, though. But we're waiting for a lily pad because we don't have the means to travel across the desert. We're now going to get the means to do that here in just a moment. There we go. No, that had nothing to do with me moving. I just like doing that because it's silly. And we head over here. The Russian Glass Club. Do you wish to join? Yes. Do you want to risk your life playing Russian glass? Now, this is a reference to Russian roulette. And just to clarify things, if you're not familiar with Russian roulette is when you take a gun, you load it with one bullet. You take like a 6-shooter pistol, you load it with one bullet, and you spin the barrel without looking at where the bullet is, and then you pass it around and, you know, attempt to shoot each other. This isn't just a game you could lose your life. I'll ask again, are you sure? Fucking A, we're gonna do it. Alright, the opponent is over there. He's a seasoned veteran. I've never seen a man so lucky. Well, ask him the rules. Alright, let's do this. Shoot, I forgot my lucky crook's foot. The rules are simple. One of the 5 glasses contains poison. Drink each one in turn. The one left alive is the winner. We'll start with me. Can you actually die from this? Yes, you can. But I will explain something as soon as we get here. Bonsai. The opponent drank the glass in one gulp. And we drink this in one gulp. The opponent drank the glass in one gulp. There's only one glass left. That's enough. This young man won. Right, quit now. No. I'm the champion. I will not be disgraced. He picks up the glass. This is stupid. You've already lost. Stop it. Ignoring the spectators, he downs the drink in a shot. Damn. You're the Russian glass player. My husband said that once he found a job we would be okay, but I was surprised at what he did. This is my husband's will. It says here, to my opponent, please read it. There are 4 crooks outside. Please use them. Damn. We don't need money. Real joy is being with those you love. Well, the one you love is fucking dead because he's an idiot. Anyway, so, yeah, the guy died playing Russian roulette. Or Russian glasses in this case. And we, as the player, got to partake in that. Now, the question is, can you die from it? Yes, but it's very specific and it's very silly about how you go about it. Okay, let me explain what it is. Number one, there's 2 issues with it. Number one, Will is a psychic. So he will go, if he goes up to the glass that is the poison, he will have a second thought about it. And so you get like a warning, which you guys didn't get to see, but there's no point. The second aspect of it is I think it's always the right glass, if I'm not mistaken, which is why I never go for the right glass ever. But you get a warning because Will is psychic, so it was kind of not even fair when you think about it. You got crux? They're so expensive. Why such a sad face? Maybe I shouldn't ask what the reason is. We had to murder a bro, dude. Well, we didn't murder him. He was a dumbass. He knew it was poison. Lance and Lee want to stay here. You should ask them why. So they can pork. I decided to stay in this town too. Ask Lance the reason why. I'm sorry, but I want to stay here. I can't neglect my father, and so I feel a little awkward. I wanted to spend time with Lily. Of course, I don't feel good about it. I wanted to go on with everyone, and I wanted to stay with Lily. I've enjoyed the journey. I hope you're successful. So, yeah, so there you go. So they're going to stay in this town, and for good reason, I think. When the man and woman first attracted to each other is like magic. I don't think you ever forget the feeling. By the way, Euro is where my parents live. It will help you. It will help you if we go there. They will help you. It will help. I don't know. Whatever. So we leave for Euro, which is not a European reference at all. There's actually one big area in the world we've really not visited yet. I even want to think that these crooks are a reference to Australian kangaroos. Of course. But we're not going to... There is no, I think, actual outright Australia. So you'll get to see what I'm talking about in a minute. I believe. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, I'm thinking of a different town. Never mind. This is a reference to, I think, to Europe. We crossed the desert and finally arrived in the village of Euro. Euro was a bustling city, larger than I had imagined. Neil's parents lived there, okay, and ran a company called Rolex. I think this is a company called Rolex. Neil hadn't been there for 3 years. His parents welcomed him home and beat the living shit out of him. They set off fireworks, there were dancers. It looked like a festival has started in my pants. This is the house where Neil's parents live. We were shown to the guest room. So this must be Will's aunt and uncle, right? If Neil's his cousin, I think was the mention, the reference. Well, make yourselves at home. I want to talk to my parents. It's been 3 years since I told them to go fuck themselves. I'm scared. Even if I have to go to the bathroom, I can't find it. Eric, why are you such a bitch? What a big house. The townspeople seem to be richer than the king. Capitalism, ho! Alright. So now we now have access to the town here. And I want to say, probably too young for that. My ass! This is a book that Rofsky wrote about the future of mankind. See if anybody gets the Rofsky reference. I'm not going to say it, so. Our fruit is soft and tasty, whatever. Okay. So there's 3 gems in the town, and then there's actually a way, I believe, to get another gem, which requires travel. So just bear with me. This is the Rolex company. Sounds like they're talking about work. I hear if I do business with this company, I can get anything I want. Tea, fruit, even furs. I can't even say it out loud, but workers too. What? Okay. That sounded ominous in a weird way. I don't think there's anything here. Okay. Did that. Let me keep exploring here, because there's a lot to explore. We'll come back to that line in a minute, because that's just fucking silly shit. Here's a dark space. We don't need this right now. We'll wait till we find and grab everything there is to grab before we bother with the dark space. Rather just do that, because there's a lot of finagling that goes on in this town. If I'm not mistaken. So we'll come up here. 2 old people are arguing about something. True genius is a violent thing. It sounds like a tempest, a rascas. You just dash off packs of lies. Don't brag. We're not going to bother with these guys right now, because we're just not. But what's important is if we go over here, we get a red jewel. And away it goes. Geniuses can be so peculiar because they're batshit fucking crazy, which is why we love them. It's the one reason to love geniuses. And I once went to Mount Crest and got lost at a temple. Big mushrooms and plants grow in circles like a maze. Okay. There's still... I'm trying to think. You know what? We need to talk to those two guys arguing really quick, too, now that I think about it. There is a dispute about the teapot enshrined at Mount Crest Temple. On Mount Crest, there are enshrined tears once shed by a spirit. Legend says they save people. Hey, you. I feel a strong power coming from you. My intuition is so developed I can sense things even if I can't see them. At the right time, go to Mount Crest and take a look at the teapot. Rowski marked Mount Crest on Will's map. There we go. So that's going to be our next destination, but we're not ready to go there quite yet. That's trivial. There we go. And here. Up. This is the shrine. The president of the company and his wife come here often. Why would you hide it? I try not to think of these things. I know there's a thing in here. Boom! Tough actin' to actin'. What are we going to find? Oh, no. Well, we know what kind of business these fuckers are into. This might explain their fortune. Even. Yeah. We came from far away. We learned the language here. We can be sold to someone else. I miss speaking my language, but I'll have to fight. This is fucked up. This is really fucked up. And that they're hiding them, which might imply that it's illegal in this town to do it. And that was the thing that we noticed at the Rolex company that they were those two men were talking about, was selling people. Yeah, we'll deal with that fucking shit to some degree. Maybe not the highest. Like I said, it's those really dark themes that this game has. And we have 32. So we need 18 more before we get the final reward. And like I said, the final reward is kind of trivial. Freezer! 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 Leaving my name in history to discover as the discoverer of the Tower of Babel. Okay. Alright, now there's one other... I'm trying to think of where this person is in this town. We're going to have to talk to everybody. I forget where this individual is. Dun dun dun. Luckily she sucks at it. And we get an apple. Now, we need to find, and I forget where they are. There is a girl we give apples to. You know, I forget where. Let me just talk to everybody really quick here. Because like I said, I forget who the girl is. It's one of the girls in town, or in the mansion, or somewhere. And I forget where these individuals are. We may not be able to do it yet. It may be something along those parameters. No, the green hair dudes are men anyway. Those are those other guys. Maybe it's somebody in the house? Like I said, I forget who it is. So bear with me as I figure this out here. Oh, you know what? Here we go. A few days ago, a man wearing a cloak came around. He asked if anyone named Kara had come to this town. I shrank with fear when I saw his cold eyes. Should I tell Kara about it? No, don't. Okay, and so now we gave her an apple. Let's go give her some more. Believe if we give her X amount of apples, I don't remember how many she'll give us a gem. And like I said, then there's one more gem to get. You can see the apples right here. You know what's weird is, and I'm just thinking about this now, is Lance's father had a memory problem, but remember when we had the melody of the mind or memory? We could have used that. We could have used that. So yeah, so this is the shtick here for this. We have to keep getting her apples, and eventually, I believe she will give us what we need. Be patient. And then there's another bullshitty kind of patience waiting game we gotta do as well. And I'm gonna point out that one of the rewards is irrelevant if you're doing the gem side quest. And there we go, we get the red jewel. Alright, so we've done that, now we have one more thing to do. So if you're not collecting red gems, or you know you've missed a few, and that you feel that you may not be able to get enough to get Friedan's upgrade, there is a way around it. And this is it. You have to stand in this fucking line. And you get 2 upgrades for doing this. One of them is going to be, and I'll explain it. One of them is, and I'm not going to waste your time with it, for what it's worth, but you have to wait in this line. And waiting in this line will give us access to some stuff, so you just have to kind of be patient. Come on! Oh my god! It's gonna take forever! And it does. This takes a ridiculously long amount of time, and you are gonna suffer through it with me. Because, you know, if you end up suffering through it with me, at least you can say that, you'll get to see a whole dungeon in one go. I don't like breaking dungeons up unless I have to. Seems kind of annoying. To a certain degree. And move, 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 move. Giggity goo, giggity goo, giggity goo. And oh, by the way, I don't believe that you can actually cut in line. I don't think you can. So if you think, I don't believe, I've never seen anyone do it. I've never read of anyone doing it. I've never witnessed it. And so I really don't care. I don't mind the wait. I don't think, but again, like I said, I don't think there's a way to cut the line. You just literally have to sit through and wait through this. Blurg, 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 blurg. Blurg, 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 blurg. Blurg, 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 blurg. What is this, fucking Black Friday at the fucking Euromart? Let's go! Got shit to do! So much to do, so much to see. What the fuck am I doing waiting in line to pee? You go in and you find out it's a fucking bathroom. Like, God damn it, I didn't even have to pee! And you walk outside like 2 minutes literally later, you now have to pee. Like, God damn it! God damn it, Napa! Just scream it from the rooftops, man. Do 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 do. And yes, if you get out of line, they will openly like take your spot. So you have to wait. They're not there's no front cutsies and there's no savesies for anybody who even uses those terms ever. Shame on you. Weak sauce. Nya, nya. Cat. Not in a cat. God damn it. Why do they only let one person in the store at a time? This is bullshit. And look at, see? Now I can't go in. I have to sit here and just hold the up button. Or wait until I see a guy come out and get in the line. Then I can go. Usually. There we go. Aren't you Neil from this village? Who manages this store too? Please take whatever you like. Alright. So you'll notice there's 2 potions here. One's called the Dark Medicine. The Dark Friar's power is strong enough. So if you take that medicine, you will level up the Dark Friar ability. But since we've done it with gems, it's unnecessary. We'll take the Life Medicine. And I believe if you didn't level up the Dark Friar, you have to stand in line to do both of these. So you could get both potions, but I believe you have to stand in line twice, I think. But I would still wish we could get this. I still wish we could get that. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be more rewarding for sure. And if it makes you go in line twice, you know, it is what it is. If it doesn't, it's kind of it's still relevant to a degree, no matter how you slice it. It's not that important. So now what we're gonna do is get one more red jewel. That's right, there is a red jewel out there, and in order to get it, we need to go back to Watermia, whatever. And we need to go visit the lovers, as I like to tease that, because they'll have something a little something for us. And not that kind of something, you sick bastards. All of you, gross and sick, you sick fucks. All right. Then again, it is coming from me saying that, so it's kind of a hypocritical statement. All right, we'll move up and up and up. I believe they're still in here. Yes, they are. My father's getting better every day. Now we can talk. I hope you can get to see your father soon. I believe you've been collecting red jewels. I found a red jewel in my father's possessions. Please take it. And we get one. Yay! But at this point, until we find all the gems that exist in the game, we won't be able to get that last award, because that last gift. That's where we are right now in this game, is that there are no more upgrades or bonuses until we collect the other, until we collect the last few crystal gem, red jewels. So it's gonna, you know, there's not much reason to talk to the jeweler until we get it. And then what's funny is I will, spoiler alert, the last jewel is actually in the last dungeon. So that means you have to get the jewel and then return all the way back to the gem jeweler by leaving the dungeon, which is annoying, but it's not, it's not impossible or anything. It's just annoying as shit. So I know this is a short episode, guys, but like I said, I feel better, doing dungeons in one big long recording, and I don't want to break things up for you too much. So yes, another short episode, much like the last one, barely, I think almost just under 30 minutes. This one is, of course, much less than 30 minutes, but what's important is that we've completed, we're still on top of our jewel count. Our herb supply is growing rapidly again, which is always good. And when we come back, we'll be heading to the weirdness that is Mount Cress, which is argued to be kind of a weird maze. What's neat is that I think there's only about 3 or 4 dungeons in the game left, or so, give or take. And getting there is the first big thing. We're starting to get through the game. We're starting to get to a big portion. We're through a big portion of this, and we're getting there. I think there's, outside of this, there's like one more town. Okay. And like I said, I think there's 3 or 4 more dungeons, and we're done. So we're definitely at least arguably the 75 to 80% mark of this game. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely, and don't call me Shirley. But when we come back, we will be tackling Mount Cress. And of course, there's going to be a red jewel up there. And then where we go from there, that's always a good question. You guys will get to know on the next episode of Let's Play Illusions of Gaia. We'll see you guys next time.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.